We could do a play.
We could. That does require one of us to do a lot of writing.
Yes, but the upside for the one that does all the writing is he also gets all the lines.
Oh, here we go.
Let me read the introduction to the show.
It was just
it's
the narrator.
3.5 pages.
I was creating atmosphere.
Single space.
It was my Joker.
It was my Joker.
That was my Joker.
It was.
On so many levels.
In many different ways.
Yeah.
I think we've reached an agreement again.
That was my Joker. I guess that would make, was it Paul that we made do? Or no, it's Pat McCamey that we made do. I guess he's our Joaquin Phoenix.
Hey, welcome back to Even More Mashed Up. We are the podcast coming to you from Misericordia University that covers all things pop culture. I'm Alan.
And I'm Patrick. And today we won't be toying around
No?
on the episode.
No games today.
Yeah, there we go. Nope.
It's all serious business.
That's right. No, I was going to say toying around, but I already did that.
Yeah.
Messing around, playing around.
Playing around.
Yeah.
I said I did the games.
Did games.
It will be less painful than a jart in your finger
Oh.
or hand. I'm sure we've talked about jarts before on the show.
Are those the lawn darts?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about those last year.
Oh, my God. I remember throwing those things around the neighborhood, though.
Oh, yeah. Those.
Holy cow. That there weren't
Here's a toy. We're going to put a spike on it and have kids throw it 30
made of
feet into the air.
heavy metal.
Yeah.
Like, no, those things, that there weren't multiple fatalities in the neighborhood I grew up in is actually quite surprising.
To be fair, yeah. Well, I mean, to be
Don't
fair.
worry, it was soaked in lead paint, so it's safer.
Right.
Oh, it absolutely. I'm sure it was. I'm pretty sure the point was
At
made
the hospital,
of lead.
I'm not sure whether it was the impalement or the lead poisoning that did
The
him
problem
in,
is
but-
that it's a. Well, you're. I'm sorry, Mrs. Austin, but your son, you know.
Ouch. Did you have to make
He
it
has-
that personal?
he has,
Could it be Mrs. Baldwin?
he has,
We feel better.
Wow.
He's got a deep puncture wound complicated by lead poisoning. Does not bode well for him.
I like the doctor. Like, it doesn't bode well.
That doesn't
What
bode
does that
well.
mean, doctor?
It means your boating is bad.
Bad
It's
boating.
not a good boating.
No.
Yeah, so savvy viewers, of course, or listeners, I guess. We're not really viewers. Savvy
No,
listeners
if they're
are
really savvy, they
Prob-
can see it.
probably
right? If
already
they're savvy
know
enough, it becomes a visual medium.
what the topic of today's show, because it's another one of our recurring annual traditions.
I think even more popular than the beep beep.
Oh, the
Trailer Park.
Yes, because we're talking about
Yes.
the 2019 Toy Hall of Fame.
Sweet.
Which
My
we
favorite
do
show of
every
the year. I don't know why we do this every year.
I don't know why. It's because it's just fun.
And we have to be the only podcast in America.
Unless there's a, I'm sure there's toy-specific podcasts.
I bet they don't even cover the Toy Hall of Fame.
I don't know.
'Cause let's be honest,
Yeah.
it's not a real thing.
So every year, the Strong National Museum
I
of
guess they
Play.
don't have an actual like, little contest. They like announce things at like a show or something.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, there's not even like a press conference or a ceremony.
They do a press release.
A press release is not a press conference, which is not a ceremony. I'm just saying, it doesn't even feel like the Toy Hall of Fame really cares about it. And
Oh,
yet
they know
we
they care.
devote an episode a year.
To it.
Like
Yes.
it is our annual tradition.
It
It
is
is
one of
kind
our-
of like our Thanksgiving
It kind of is.
holiday season
Which,
kickoff
given
tradition.
that Black Friday is part of the Thanksgiving holiday and the mass consumerism,
True.
you know, the kickoff of the holidays, what better to talk about in honor of Thanksgiving than toys?
And very soon they're going to have the sober sign up here to get people to stop
I
drinking
know,
and
I know.
driving.
Every time I drive up, I'm like, oh, Alan's looking forward to the
Slow
sober
on the
car.
bottle, enjoy the road. It is the worst anti-drunk driving campaign ever because
I don't
it's
know.
actually not anti-drunk
I'm pretty sure the
driving.
people that came up
Is
with
it
what
not?
what is it? South Dakota's meth campaign?
Everybody do meth.
No, it's meth. We're on it. They've got like a whole
Yeah.
campaign that's like with pictures of people. Meth. I'm on it. I'm like, yeah, that is not the message you
No.
want to be sending.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's
I
been
don't
all
think
over
so.
the Facebook and the Twitter.
It's not anti-drunk driving.
Sober stands for slow on the bottle, enjoy the road.
Can I just point out? I think we explain this to Rich every year. When
Every
you
year we
mention
do
sober.
this. There's not a year where we don't
I
do
guess because
sober.
it still doesn't click with me. Like, there's so much anti-drunk driving stuff in Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
that-
no, we're not really
Because
so much
it's insane.
anti-drunk driving. It's just like, just a little.
Well, not a little. Drink all you want. Just slowly.
It's like
slowly.
the parent who's given up. It's like, I don't want you to
Well, I'm
graduate.
pretty sure that's how it works. I'm pretty sure if you drink slowly, you don't get as inebriated.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. I'm sure that's 100% scientifically
Yeah.
proven.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, so the Strong National Museum of Play, which houses the Toy
what?
Hall of Fame.
Strong?
Strong National Museum of Play. I think the Strong is probably the family name.
Okay, so somebody's like sponsoring
Yeah.
it now. I
So
don't
they
remember-
announce a slate of finalists for the hall.
Okay.
ultimately inducting a handful of those nominated. Now, normally,
That's kind of how Hall of Fames work.
Yeah,
you realize.
I know, I'm
You
just
make
saying.
a list of nominations.
so we haven't talked
Indict
about the
them
inductees
all.
from last year.
No
a-
criteria.
Here's a list.
Oh no, they've got
Everybody's in.
criteria.
Now, just quick clarification.
Yes,
Ball is in.
just ball.
Just ball.
Yes. So we
Yeah.
didn't talk about who. We never got back and talked about who actually ended up getting inducted.
Okay, are you
last year.
calling the toys who's now?
Yes, I am.
Wouldn't it be a what got inducted?
No.
All right, Rich, can you just Rich is going to do the voice work now.
So do you want to know?
No, I am not.
So there were 3 inductees last year.
Only 3.
They generally do about 3.
Okay, that's
They
usually
usually
like
did
number.
3 out of the
like
12.
8 or 9 categories.
Do you remember what was on the list last year? Did we talk about? We talked about the list.
We
last
talked about
year.
the list last year.
So
I
we
didn't
don't-
write, but so
So who got in?
pinball.
I am 100% okay with pinball. Number 1, it
I'm
has a
shocked
ball.
it took so long.
Number 2, I'm surprised it took so long.
Yeah.
I agree with Rich. Like pinball, you would have think would have been inducted in like
Yeah.
1958.
If ball
nope,
is in, you think then the next one's pinball.
Yeah.
no,
yeah,
what about football,
that
That's
falls
ball.
under ball?
kickball?
Falls
That's
under
a
ball.
ball. Hockey.
Number 2 that got in last year.
Hockey ball.
Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna let that go.
I think hockey ball might not be in there yet.
Oh, we should totally create a hockey ball.
Wait, so you say once ball is in, all balls are in?
We had this conversation before.
Please don't. Yeah, that's
Just
just
want to be clear.
yes.
What is it, one ball or multiple balls?
All balls. Patrick
Yeah.
just
Just
said
ball.
He said all balls are in.
No, I said just ball. Just ball is in.
But that means a football is in.
Yes, because it is a
falls
kind of
under
ball.
Kickball,
Yes.
baseball, soccer ball. So it
Volleyball.
sounds like
Hockey ball.
all
Highlight?
balls are in.
Yes.
All right.
Highlights in?
I don't know.
What?
Second one that got in last year.
Yes.
Uno.
Love Uno.
Yeah.
Never
Uno
played.
is a game that in an international dorm, like where I live,
Oh, yeah,
pulls
you guys
people
play a
together.
lot. Yeah, you play a
Although
lot
I
of
will
Uno.
say, Canadians have some really weird Uno rules that sometimes I think they're making up.
Yeah.
So they're like stack plus 2s. So if I play a plus 2 on you, but you have, and let's say I have 2 plus 2s.
Yeah.
I could put them both down, and you've got to pick 4. Unless you've got a plus 2 in your hand, then you can put it down, and Rich has to pick 6.
I've never played in Uno,
No, that's
so
not-
I assume that's how it's...
That's what I tell the
Not-
Canadians.
That's not how you play Uno.
Do you know what these Canadians also do? Just a quick side note.
Uh-huh.
I found out recently.
More anti-Canadian.
Yeah, I was just saying.
It's not
Facts.
anti-Canadian, but this is
It
ridiculous.
seems quite anti.
2 of them, when they eat cereal, they put the milk in the bowl first,
Okay, that's ridiculous.
which is ridiculous. But it gets worse.
yeah, because what if you put too much cereal and then you've got a milk spillage?
It makes no sense whatsoever, but it gets worse.
Canadians.
They then you haven't let me finish the story. They then take that bowl of milk, they put it in the microwave,
oh.
and they warm the milk,
Oh.
and then they put cereal.
Oh,
in
that's
And then they pour it into the cereal box.
why. That is.
I don't know what they're
so
doing.
weird.
it. Right? I confronted them in the
Oh.
cafeteria when I heard a rumor that they actually warmed their milk, and they were
Oh.
they were stunned and shocked that anybody would say to them, "That's weird."
That is so
Let
weird.
alone
They
that's-
also
it's
bag them,
wrong,
though.
right?
Yeah, that is. It's called cold cereal for a reason.
They don't call it cold cereal.
Yeah,
do
they
It
they?
calls it cold cereal.
Who
It's cold
calls it
cereal.
what?
Yeah,
Who says that?
that's what it's cold cereal.
No, it's just cereal.
It's cold cereal.
No, it's cereal.
That's cold cereal.
So on the box, if I go to the store, it's going to say Cheerios.
No, but I think
Cold
when
cereal.
you're discussing kinds of cereal, it falls under the.
What's a
cold
hot
ce-
cereal?
No, anymore when you say okay, oatmeal, I guess would be
Yeah.
your answer, but that's not
but
a cereal.
But yeah,
It's
like
oatmeal.
it's
No, but
oatmeal
it-
or cereal.
You
like
pour
you
it
don't
in a
have to-
bowl, you put
Ce-
liquid in it, and then you put it in the microwave. It's totally normal cereal.
Like soup, then.
But
soup
hot.
is cereal.
No, 'cause that's
Porridge.
soup.
Porridge is cereal.
Porridge is closer to cereal than soup.
No, my point. My
What?
point being,
What are we talking
We've gotten to a
about?
point in American history and culture where cereal means boxed cereals. You don't need
Cold
to say
cereal.
cold cereal anymore.
Cold cereal, yeah.
You
wanna know what the last
who-
one to get in was?
No, you know who called it cold cereal? Laura Ingalls.
That's
who
fine.
called it cold.
I'm totally
Ma,
fine with
can
that.
I have cold cereal this morning?
I got the croup. And
Rich has
finally,
no idea what we're talking
Yeah, I'm
about.
glad you're laughing.
Because we're talking about literature
I
and
know.
70s television.
Yeah.
Two things Rich
Yeah.
knows. nothing about.
and the final toy to get in last year
Yeah.
that is near and dear to this show's heart.
Wait, it's near and dear to our heart?
To this show's heart.
Jax.
No.
What?
Tiddlywinks.
No.
Why are you just saying things?
Well, what's near and dear to our heart?
It's the
Ball.
Magic 8 Ball.
No.
The Magic 8 Ball got
Yeah,
in
we haven't had
last
Magic
year.
8 Ball for a long time.
I know, but it's near and dear to our hearts.
The
I've
8
got
ball.
him up on the phone. Ready
Excellent.
To
The
You
8
don't
ball.
want to call it the 8 Ball. That means something different. It's the Magic 8 Ball.
The 8 ball lasted longer than the veto.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the veto.
go. I missed that.
How'd that work? If one of us agreed with Rich, we were nullified.
Yes. If Rich agreed with us,
Then
that
you,
Yeah.
meant we
then
were
you had
wrong.
to be wrong.
But then I realized the power I had.
right.
And we could not have that.
One of us couldn't.
Yeah.
One of us.
One of us
one
played
us
by the
crumbled
rules.
Fast.
Yeah, one of us played by the rules.
Yeah, that was a really
The
sad
other one
moment
was
when you
like-
did, when you did that, Alan. It's really sad.
Yeah, is that how you remember it?
Yes, it is how I remember it.
I wish I
I think I was eating a box of cold cereal while it was happening.
Cold.
All right.
Mueslicks. That
Back
would be
so
cold
those
cereal.
were
Yeah.
those were the 3 last year. Which I'm proud to say that I actually picked 2 of the 3 that got in. 'Cause
What did I
said-
pick?
I didn't look. Magic 8 Ball and Uno. I only looked at my notes. I had Magic 8 Ball and Uno getting in.
Well, I'm sure I
Man,
said
you've got
Uno and
great
the Magic
notes.
8 Ball should get in. I feel like I would have been a pro pinball guy too.
Yeah, I don't remember what your other one
But you
was.
probably made me only pick 3.
Well, they only let 3 in, so
I know,
yes.
so I can't remember what else is on the
Yeah.
list.
So,
Yes.
inducted toys are
Wait.
selected on the basis of the following criteria.
Fun.
Icon status.
Okay, it's got to be an icon.
In other words, it's widely recognized, respected, and remembered.
Wait, could you define icon for me?
Yeah. Longevity.
Longevity. Now, what does that mean?
It's more
That
than
it's
a
really
passing
big?
fad
It's big, long.
and has enjoyed popularity over multiple generations.
So no
Icon.
Kirby's.
Longevity.
Discovery.
Ugh.
Toy Foster's Learning.
Oh, that's totally PC. Like, it's the PC taking over the Toy Hall of Fame.
And then
when
the
I was
fourth-
a kid, we played with jarts, and they didn't teach us a goddamn thing.
Are you kidding? They taught you how to avoid projectiles
gonna say,
and
there's
how
lots
bad
of things.
lead poisoning is.
That was
They
mostly
taught, me,
happenstance.
they taught me bad ideas.
All right, so
And fourth,
icon, longevity,
discovery,
discovery,
innovation.
innovation.
Yes, and a toy may be inducted on the basis of innovation alone.
Okay, now, Rich,
Oh.
do you have without the longevity or the iconic
Yeah,
status?
it can be
So it
let
can
in
just
with,
be
with any of
innovative.
the without any of the other 3.
That's dumb.
It's one of their
You
things.
can just bypass all those other.
So, Rich, do you have the Toy Hall of Fame on your phone? Because I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions about what's in or not, and Patrick's not going to know.
No, but don't do that until we get through the list of
Fair enough.
this year's nominees. 'Cause
You don't want me to cheat?
exactly.
Just call up Toy Hall of Fame and turn your phone on.
So
Yes.
every year we go through the list of nominees and decide which ones should get in.
Usually you do something fun, like you read the description, and we have
Yes,
to
I
guess
take
what
the
it is.
description of each nominee from the website and vague it up
Yes.
so that Rich and Alan have to try to guess what the nominated toy is.
Yes.
I'm here.
So this year
Oh,
there
Rich
are
is here today.
Yeah. So there are 3 inductees
Yes.
out of 12 nominees.
12 nominees. We got a lot of ground to cover there.
Here's your hint.
Yeah.
2 of this year's toys were nominated last year as well.
That
Who
helps me
nominates?
not at all.
Is that just from the Toy Hall of Fame themselves picking stuff? Or
Was that?
can-
No, they have a whole nomination thing that you can go online
But like,
and
is
nominate
that
toys.
just we've got like if one toy gets like 20 nominations, is that actually?
I don't know how it goes.
I don't know if they just, like,
but
have
you
a
can
list.
go in and actually nominate things.
So
Yeah.
Hope sent me a list too, so maybe there'll be some
Okay.
overlap.
So here's the first nominee.
Yes.
Created in the early 1980s for the American Greetings Corporation. These toys
The American
began
Girl doll?
as a line of greeting cards, but grew to include plastic mini dolls and plush teddy bears.
What?
The cheerful characters launched storybooks, television shows, movies, games, and home decorations.
Peanuts?
Oh,
Their popularity endures.
Cabbage Patch Kids.
And in
No, no, no,
2015,
no. Big
Netflix
cartoon.
launched a new animated
Rugrats.
series featuring this playful
My
band
Little
of
Ponies.
characters. Nope.
Oh.
Wait, so Hallmark created this toy?
It says American Greetings Corporation.
So
But
I got to
think
be
they're
honest.
the ones who own Hallmark
I immediately say no to this getting in the Hall of Fame.
because of the American.
Yeah, it's like
Greetings.
just a corporate creation. Toys aren't corporate. Balls are not corporate.
Yeah.
Anybody can make a ball.
Okay.
So wait, does it involve? Can we ask questions?
I suppose.
Are
I'm
they
not sure.
animals?
Well, because it involves bears.
Yes.
They are animals. The Berenstain Bears.
No.
They're older than that,
I'm
aren't
trying
they?
to think of a cartoon.
Early 1980s.
So American
Come on.
Greetings created
Yes.
a toy that launched it
No, they began as a line of greeting cards,
Greeting
but then
cards.
they became dolls.
became dolls,
And
which
plush teddy bears.
became plush teddy bears,
Mm-hmm.
which became a cartoon.
got nothing?
I got nothing.
Well, you said it because it
You're
made
very
cartoons.
close on the bears front.
Bears.
I mean,
1980s.
I'm gonna guess
Care
Gummy
Bears.
There you
It was
go.
the Care
It's
Bears.
the Care Bears, which I did not know they started as greeting cards.
I did not know that either. Now, I bet you're a huge Care Bear fan.
No.
No, don't be Grumpy Bear.
No.
Be honest.
Yeah, which one of us just named a Care Bear?
Oh, can you not name any Care Bears?
Oh, there's
He
Tenderheart,
named-
Funshine.
He said Grumpy Bear, but
Wait,
it's like it could have
There's
been
a
a.
Shamrock one.
Did you say Tenderheart and Funkstein?
Funshine.
Oh, because Funkstein. I
That's
would
different.
buy that bear.
Yeah, no, that's a different bear.
100%.
Yeah. All right, so Care Bears is one of the nominees.
Care Bears.
Huh.
I do not particularly care for the
the Care
Bears
Bears.
getting in.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was young,
All
I'd
right.
see them, but
Next nominee.
Yes.
These appeared in America as an
America.
outgrowth of European educational reforms.
Pogs.
But
Were they
McLaughlin Brothers, McLaughlin Brothers, a New York printing company, is credited as their inventor. Educators now use them to teach such essential and diverse subjects as history, geography, and even
Flashcards.
geometry.
They are flashcards.
No.
Are flashcards in the Toy Hall of Fame? Because they should
Though
not be.
often thought of
Hang
as a
on.
children's activity, more complex ones aimed at adults became increasingly popular in the 2000s.
So it's educational.
Yes,
It's from Europe.
originally.
is it a physical thing? Like it's a.
No, it's a non-physical toy.
As soon as I
cereal.
said that, yeah.
It's Casper the Ghost.
Well,
It's Imaginary Friend. Oh my God, we should nominate Imaginary Friend.
no, Hope had that. On Hope's list was imagination.
We
I
should-
want to come back to
we should
that.
Totally nominate
Imagination's cheating.
Any ideas? The clue should have been geography,
Geography. Something to
particularly
do with
for things that I say about the geography class here.
coloring books?
Yep, coloring book.
What?
It's the coloring book.
The coloring book came here as an education. I guess
As
it
an
might
outgrowth
have.
of European educational reforms.
I guess if you have specific colors for like elevations and stuff, you know, the kids inadvertently.
Well, actually, if you just colored in a map and they learned where Ohio was, that would be progress too.
Yeah.
But
So
Rich
they-
wants them to learn elevations.
Well, I'm stuck in the geography part.
You know, our kids memorized the 50 states in all of Europe, but he knows nothing about elevations.
How high is Mount Everest, huh?
How high
gotta
is Mount
get her-
Everest? It's red.
Good, Billy, good.
Yeah. Mount Everest is red high.
Our Billy's definitely going to go to Harvard.
Yeah. All right. So Care Bears coloring book.
Yeah.
Because remember, you're going to have to pick 3.
So far, I'm not enamored with any.
All right. So Fisher Price introduced this toy
Introduced.
Ugh.
in 1957,
1950. The Weebles.
calling it an
What?
amusement device for young
You
children.
don't know Weebles? What's a device?
Parents quickly discovered that by pushing the device, children could strengthen gross motor skills.
Ooh, it's the little mower thing with the poppy balls in it. When
It's
you move
the
it.
Fisher Price corn popper.
I did not know that was called a corn popper.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes,
But
it's
I-
one of the 2 that was nominated last year, nominated again.
So, wait,
I
back
may
up,
have
though.
developed my gross motor skills with just such a corn popper.
So wait, parents discovered that pushing a thing.
Could strengthen gross motor skills.
What did they do before? And just suffer?
The kids just laid there flopping around with their lack of motor skills. Oh, I can't do anything.
Did they hope they
I'm gonna
find a
say-
box?
Much of my athletic accomplishment in life probably is owed to the corn
Yes, to
popper.
the corn popper. I did love the corn popper.
You did not.
I
Nobody
did.
Everybody had a corn popper, but nobody used it.
Oh, I used it. I loved.
I
the
mean,
corn
I think-
What
popper.
would you do with the corn
I
popper?
would just go up and down the living room with the corn popper. I like the noise.
So it was the noise. I was going to say, like, what was the entertainment value?
Oh no, it says here aspects of this toy help to stimulate the senses and promote curiosity and discovery.
What did you discover?
The popping noise, and then I liked the popping noise,
And gross motor skills.
and then I became totally ripped.
Well, okay, yeah. I right now the corn popper's number 1 on my list of those that you've nominated.
Corn
so
popper
far.
was my 3rd one that I nominated last year that I thought should get in.
Well, now of
did
course
not.
you've got like a bias in favor of the corn popper.
All right, here we go.
Yeah,
So Care Bears coloring book corn popper.
you have to give me all these at the
CCC.
end. Yeah.
English woman Leslie Scott created this game based on wooden blocks from her childhood in Africa.
Blocks. Is it blocks?
The game's name is the imperative form of the Swahili verb to build.
Jenga.
Yep.
It's Jenga.
It's Jenga.
Oh.
I am not a Jenga fan.
Really?
Well, when I first met Vicky's parents, they decided the best thing to do with like the nervous guy who's meeting the future in-laws for
play
the first
Jenga?
time was to play Jenga.
See, and you said I was
And they-
cutthroat in
right.
playing games with
Oh.
with Vicky's mom.
You and Vicky's mother are peas in a pod when it comes to being way too competitive about this stuff.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But then we sat down to play Clue, and they all had these serious like rubrics to figure it out, and I had nothing, and I won, and they never played a game with me again. So I guess
sounds
I was
about
the
right.
winner there, wasn't I?
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
These are games we need to play on the show.
Clue?
Jenga?
Well, Clue, Jenga.
How would
Uno.
Oh, yeah, Jenga would
possibly
go
work?
really well on the show.
I'd
No,
love
the
to hear
video,
Rich,
the video
Rich
stream.
announcing it, though. Patrick is now
Yeah.
pushing a block out.
No, no,
Oh,
the
the
golf
tower is wobbling.
No.
Up, up. Oh,
No.
I do it like a
See,
golf.
I disagree.
He's
It's more
pushing
like
the toe
golf.
out
Like,
now.
you're too loud. It would be like,
Oh, that's true.
Patrick is now pushing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Patrick
He's
is
going for the
attempting to
top
push.
level.
Okay.
It's shifting slightly.
He's got a
Hang on.
5%. It's
This
got
is
a
the,
5%
He's
wobble.
hesitating.
That's right. Patrick is trying the Vladinsky,
Yeah.
made popular in the 1980s by Vladimir Vladinsky. Yeah,
It's only
go
got
on.
a 20% success rate, but
All
we'll
right.
see how it goes.
We ready for our fifth nominee?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
This game was first published in 1993.
Published. Dungeons
Maybe-
and Dragons. Please let it be done. Cliffs of Insanity.
In
What are
1993,
you just
Dungeons
saying
and
words?
Dragons.
Now, what were your cliffs called?
They were Cliffs Insanity. They weren't my Cliffs.
Yeah.
Felt like they
It
were.
was-
So
Everyone's
published in
Cliffs.
1993,
Okay.
became so successful
Dungeons and Dragons
that
3.
the firm responsible
Dun-
could
D&D
not
was way
meet
earlier.
demand at first.
3. I said 3.
The game requires both chance and skill to defeat opponents in one-on-one battles, encouraging players to refine their deck and strategies.
Pokemon.
The game continues to evolve.
Magic.
No, Magic's too. Magic's way
Magic.
earlier.
Pokemon. Magic
No.
the Gathering.
It's Magic the Gathering, yeah.
Really? I thought
Oh,
Magic
Rich,
was
why
a
don't you
lot
let...
earlier.
Hey, Rich, could you give me more of that lecture on how I had the timing all wrong? I say magic, and you're like, well, that can't be right because magic was much for... So why don't you continue that? Look, he's got a question. He is now looking thoughtfully at the ceiling,
Well, because
preparing his assault against the Toy Hall of Fame, who clearly
So wait, they
does
said
not
it was
know as
published
much
in
about Rich.
1993?
What was that?
They said it was published in 1993.
Yes.
Okay. I just when I was younger, I remember it happening a lot sooner. When I was happy when I was a lot younger, I saw kids playing it.
By the way, if I say magic, that counts as Magic the Gathering.
Yeah,
Nobody
no.
calls it the Gathering.
Yeah. I figured deck was going to give it away.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to...
Yeah.
All right, yeah, so Magic the Gathering.
Sweet.
All right. Next
Bobby
nominee.
Bobby loves that game.
He does. When I
Oh,
saw that,
yeah.
I was like, "Oh, that'll make
It's-
Bobby happy."
It's more complicated than I want to put the time into at my
Oh,
age.
yeah.
All right.
Yes.
This line of action figures
Transformers.
traces its popularity to maker Mattel's use of comic books, television,
Oh, the
and
little
big screen.
superheroes. The little superheroes. What were they called?
Minifigs?
You talking about the Mego superheroes?
I don't know if they were Mego. They
The
were.
ones from like the 70s?
You could like they had cheap plastic boots that would split
Yeah,
in the
those are
back
the
if you
Mego
took them
dolls.
off. Oh, those were the best.
The cartoon
those
series, which ran from 1983 to 1985,
Dungeons and Dragons.
created a cohesive fantasy world that allowed Mattel to introduce new characters and
He-Man,
new
She-Ra.
yeah, Masters of the Universe.
Ah.
Sweet.
You know cartoons way better than I do.
I don't want to brag, but I'm kind of smoking rich at this game.
Yeah,
I
you
might have
are.
lost Gotham, but I'm like
Yeah.
6-0 thus far.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's the worst I can do is tie at this.
So that's
point.
the other one that was nominated last year. So those are the two, both that and Corn Popper.
Corn Popper.
And Master of the Universe were nominated last year.
I do not understand why anybody would put Masters of the Universe in.
That's not
I was never a
toy.
big-
Well, there were
Also-
there
Did
were
you say it's
toys.
not a toy?
Well, I mean, the toy's based on it, but like, I don't know, the universe as a whole, I don't feel like I mark it as a toy.
Oh no, it's totally a
Like,
toy.
what do they do?
Well-
what's so special about that line of toys?
I'm
like
not
G-
sure there is anything
In the
special.
same way that G.I. Joe is a toy,
Yeah.
yet it was merchandised across cartooning and whatnot.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
These toys debuted in 1952
Lincoln Logs.
and sped past competitors by combining high
Mattel
quality
cars.
with low prices.
Hot Wheels.
No, the electronic race cars.
By 1960, they
just looks at us
annually
with such
sold more
contempt.
than 100 million units in America.
Wow.
Despite stiff competition from a similar toy brought to market in 1968 and inducted into the Toy Hall of
So
Fame
it's
in
not Hot Wheels
2011,
or Mattel or
these remain a top seller for toy maker Mattel.
It's not Hot Wheels. So then,
No, because Hot Wheels is the one that's already in.
so it's Mattel's cars.
No,
Whatever they're
Mattel. Well, it's Mattel's cars, but they're not called Mattel's cars.
Oh,
What are they called?
I don't. I keep thinking I don't know anything about Hot Wheels.
Box cars. Something box. It was.
You could not be closer.
I know it's Matchbox.
There you go. Oh my God! I'm like, I could not be Mattel cars, box cars. It's
Matches.
some combination. Mattel box cars.
Mattel matches.
Oh God, yeah.
Does Mattel make matches?
Like Mattel cars. I'm
Here's my position.
yes.
If Hot Wheels are in,
Which came later.
Matchbox cars are in. They're the same thing. If ball
Yeah, same thing, different
encompasses all balls, then Hot Wheels
It's
encompasses
weird that
all
Hot
cars.
Wheels got in, even though it came later.
Well, were Hot Wheels more popular? I can't.
guess.
Yeah.
I can't remember the difference.
But I mean,
between them.
Hot Wheels are still being advertised to today. I don't think I've ever seen an ad for like Matchbox.
I've always thought of Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars as kind of the same thing.
Well, that too.
Had you asked me at 8 years old, I would have been like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, like they're basically
Yeah.
the same thing.
I would have said they're the same thing. I would have said there's no difference.
Now, apparently there are.
Yeah.
All right.
It's by the same maker too, which is not going to help things.
No, they're not by the same maker.
I thought they both were Mattel.
No, the Matchbox cars are Mattel. Hot Wheels are something else.
The fact that Rich is not listening at all to what you're reading
Considering that
makes
I
me
said,
feel less good about my
despite
victory
stiff
today.
competition from a similar toy, which is
but-
Hot Wheels.
Mattel was competing with itself.
Yeah, because that's what you do.
We're doing really well with Hot Wheels. You know what we should do? Great
We're
competition.
doing well with Matchbox cars. Let's do something else exactly like that and drain our market.
Yeah. Well, you're
All
not
right.
technically draining your market if you're
Yeah,
selling
the
now.
market hasn't changed.
Introduced in the 1980s and
He-Man.
reintroduced in 2003. This line of toys encourages
Pogs.
children
Pogs.
in traditional forms of doll play,
Bobby.
fantasy, storytelling, hair grooming, and collecting.
Oh, the Barbie.
They come in more than 1,000 varieties.
Oh,
the little head that you
and
barber.
peaked in popularity between
No,
1982 and 93, even outselling Barbie for several years.
is that the American Girl?
Bratz.
The American
Is not
Doll?
American
Is
Girls.
it Bratz?
Is not Bratz.
Cabbage Patch Kids?
Nope.
What would be a Barbie like?
Oh, what's those? No, I wouldn't be
Competitor.
it. I like how you were singing the theme song, I assume, or whatever for it. That's not clicking anything at all with me.
Nothing at all. Could be the singing.
What are those stupid like? It's not like the small animals everyone like used to collect. Like there'll be thousands of versions.
No, it sounds like it would be. It's a doll like Barbie, correct? No, it's not. So it's one of the heads that you would barber.
Trolls?
You would barber.
I like how he's shaking his.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm stumped on this one.
It's those small animals that people used to collect in the 1980s. I wonder what those are.
I forget what they're called.
You mentioned them 10 minutes ago. It's
I
My Little
did?
Pony.
Oh no!
It was one of your earlier guesses.
No, I was thinking the plush ones that like
gee,
people like
Rich finally had a chance to get
Beanie
one.
Baby.
I'm like,
No,
you
I
know,
was
one of
thinking
those,
Beanie
in the
Babies.
1980s, what were
Oh,
those
Beanie
small
Babies.
little animal dolls that
Yeah.
people
No,
glued to their
I was
hair?
thinking Beanie Babies.
I was thinking the Thai babies. Did Thai make Beanie Babies?
Did what?
The Thai company.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Ty, T-Y, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Rich doesn't think so.
Well,
Yeah.
to be fair,
Yeah,
I had
no,
no idea
Beanie
what
Babies
tie
are Thai.
was.
Yeah.
I thought tie dye.
Because
Based on
words.
the original toy from the 1960s, these offshoots have created excitement for more than a quarter century.
Wow.
My Little Pony.
These toys cultivate social engagement, promote outdoor play,
Frisbee.
and encourage kids and adults to imaginatively assume the role of some of their favorite pop culture characters while competing with their friends.
LARPing?
Wait, they go out? LARPing is awesome.
like I was thinking like
Obviously, LARPing, not a toy in any way, but a great answer.
Yeah, it is a fantastic answer.
Wait,
Renaissance fair.
so they encourage people to
Yeah.
go outside.
Yeah, this is a terrible. If you get this from this description, I will be
To
impressed.
go outside
Promote outdoor play, social engagement,
and pop
Halloween
culture.
costumes?
and no,
that's a
imaginally
good
assume
guess.
the role
That
of
was-
their favorite pop culture characters while competing with their friends.
While competing.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Pop culture.
It's completely. It
Like
makes no
Battle
sense.
of the Network Stars?
No.
What?
I have no. I think we give up. on
Laser
this one.
tag?
You're closer. It's not laser tag, but you're close.
Caps. Cap guns.
What?
Caps, no.
Oh, like cops and
But you're
robbers
close.
kind of thing?
Guns.
You're close.
Toy guns.
Close.
Machine guns.
Close.
Boomerangs.
No.
Oh wait, like electronic guns, like the ones that make noises?
No.
Oh.
It's the Nerf blaster.
Cow!
That's
After
right.
all the time I spent with a Nerf blaster.
Yeah.
But you're right,
Here's
because
what's
it's like
interesting.
pop
But
culture
celebrities?
characters.
What?
Yeah, I don't understand. I guess because you're pretending like.
Wait, celebrities are pop culture characters. What
It
was
said pop culture character, so I guess you're pretending to be like
Batman?
Buck Rogers, or Batman doesn't use guns.
In the comics, he does sometimes.
Not the modern Batman. It's also worth noting that Nerf is not actually in the Hall of Fame, but
Really?
Nerf Blaster is a nomination.
Well, is the Nerf ball in?
No, it's just Nerf is not in there.
So, but it's not encapsulated under ball.
See, I would put Nerf.
But I would say Nerf because I think more dots and they make.
I mean,
a
there's
ball.
balls there, but
No.
I would put Nerf in as a category in and of itself.
I would be fine with
It's
Nerf.
kind of weird for me
Or,
that Nerf Blaster is
like,
nominated, but
Foam
not
Blaster.
Nerf in general.
Yeah, so like the Nerf football's not in because
Yeah.
to me, when I think Nerf, that's the classic.
Nerf
Oh, that's
is
right.
not
The
in. Yeah,
That's the
the one that would
classic.
whistle, whatever, the one you throw it.
In the old days, it was just a football, but
Yeah.
then for your generation that had no attention span, yes, they put whistles on the balls. Like Patrick with his corn popper.
hey,
I
I had
threw
a
the
Nerf
ball.
football. I loved the Nerf football.
This is awesome. That ball
We all
sounds
stand.
great.
We all stand there,
Yeah.
just stare.
All right, I think we got 3 more.
How does it
3
come
more.
back?
All right.
We have to go get it. I'm going inside to play
The
Nintendo.
good news is your generation can't throw very far. So
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I missed some of that. Is Rich playing with the Nerf ball by himself? Because he just mentioned he had to throw it and then he had to go get it.
let's just talk more about his
The
generation.
saddest game of catch ever.
Yeah.
I only play it once, and then go inside and play Nintendo.
Wait, say that again.
It's the saddest game of catch ever.
The Richard Baldwin story.
It's just me with like the baseball and the glove.
All right, here we
Like
go.
nobody
All right, we got
around.
3 more.
All right, God help us.
Based on the French game Le Conquête du Monde,
Checkers.
this game translates the hobby of wargaming.
Whisk.
Yep.
You got one. You got one, and you sit there and you cackle like you.
Like a bad supervillain.
Oh, really bad supervillain.
got the risk.
Yeah, supervillain origin. He's mad at the world because he played catch by himself.
Every day I sit out there with my baseball and glove. Nobody played with me.
Yes.
Now nobody will play catch again.
Risk. So Risk is not in. That surprises
Yeah,
me.
Risk is not in.
So board games or games?
Yes.
Toys.
Toys.
But
All
now,
right.
board games on like the thing that's in.
Here
it's
we go.
individual Board
Right.
games.
So Monopoly would be in.
I'm pretty sure I
What
think
would
Monopoly's in. All right. Since being introduced in 2007,
Ooh, a recent one.
this toy has become not only a platform for millions of games, but
Twitch.
also a plaything that
Switch.
makes possible an endless variety of playful interactions.
we?
It has transcended its original intended use.
Cell phone. Apps on a cell phone.
Smartphone. Which I believe
Wow.
is starting to break the definition of toy.
Oh,
Yeah.
the toy definition I think has been broken
I
some
don't know.
time ago.
I mean-
smartphone bugs me as a nomination
I
for
mean,
the toy.
that-
Hall
but
of
it is
Fame.
a toy. Like
like,
the
I
way
get what
people
you're
No,
use
saying.
it.
this is not a toy.
But it is.
No.
If you put the right
Well,
apps on it, it
but-
100% is.
Okay,
But
no,
if I
but-
don't put the apps on it, then it's not a toy.
But when you see a kid with a smartphone,
But if
what are
you
they
have-
doing most of the time on besides social media?
You're playing.
Sexting.
Yeah.
It's a little too much
Yeah.
self-revelation there, I think,
Yeah.
sir.
But yeah, they're playing games on it because you can get any kind of game.
No, I just because you could get out
Really?
the risk board, but if it's not, it's
don't
still
know.
a game even if you don't have pieces on
I
it.
feel like the smartphone.
I mean,
feel like
and-
that's a
I like
real
the
stretch.
smartphone as a nomination, but I would not vote for it
yeah.
because
and in, like, with social media now, you get
All right,
those
last
Facebook
one.
Games.
how lame is that? Yeah,
Last one.
yeah.
But I get what you're saying.
Since ancient times, this toy has been a childhood staple of cultures in Asia, Europe, the Americas, and Australia.
Stick, the stick.
I think Stick's already in.
I like how it's like stick. The
Depictions,
stick.
Well, I think
depictions of it
well, I
show
wanted
up
to-
in
I wanted to
art
define.
and pottery across geographies and throughout human history.
Checkers.
Children today
Jacks.
still play with this classic toy, calculating the correct placement,
Abacus.
centrifugal
Oh, tic-tac-toe.
force,
Oh.
and velocity
Nope.
needed.
Wait. What?
So you need velocity and force.
Centrifugal force.
Wait, is like a potter's wheel?
Yes, Potter's wheel is the toy.
Well, you said pottery, and it's like,
No, depictions of it show up in pottery.
oh, that's what threw me off. Was like it's making pottery, you know.
But centrifugal force?
Again, I love these descriptions.
I was going to say that beanbag toss game where you would play tic-tac-toe with a beanbag.
You mean beanbag tic-tac-toe?
Is that what it's called?
I can't remember what it's called, but it's beanbag tic-tac-toe.
That game was so stupid.
I liked that game.
Horseshoes?
So, okay, so this has been played forever,
Yes, and everywhere.
and it does have centrifugal force and velocity.
And correct placement. Horseshoes was not a bad guess.
That's what I was.
Like a boomerang?
Yep.
Not
a bad guess though.
What's the game people play now? Like the tailgating where they just throw it in. It's like
Cornhole?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cornhole.
Cornhole's all about.
God, you said horseshoes was close. I was thinking the next thing.
Yes. I remember the ancient Egyptians playing cornhole
Yeah.
while they built the pyramids.
Archery? I don't know.
Need a break. Let's go play some cornhole.
Wait, I have an idea. All right, so it's not a boomerang.
Not a boomerang.
It's the thing on the playground that goes around and around and around and around, and you spin it really fast until your friends get sick or go spinning off.
Carousel or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
What do
not
you
the
call that? It's
merry-go-round.
not like-
I'm
you
trying to
don't
think.
call
It's
it-
not
a merry-go-round. Yeah, like a
Is it
merry-go-round.
merry-go-round? Okay.
Is it a merry-go-round?
It's not a merry-go-round.
Fun toy. Super unsafe.
I love that.
I would assume the merry-go-round is probably in the Toy Hall of Fame already.
I'm not sure. No, I don't think
Would
it
that
is.
really be a toy or a ride? Like I don't know if they do that kind of distinction.
Nope.
I don't know.
Like
Any
a
other
roller
guesses?
coaster.
Yeah, I'm done.
I can't think of anything.
The top.
Oh, that's stupid. Horseshoes wasn't
Of
close.
course. Horseshoes was not even remote.
It's an old game.
Well, because he's like horseshoes were close.
It
and
was
that's-
close in the sense that
Close
that
only
does
counts
involve
in hand
placement.
grenades
No,
and not
horseshoes.
horseshoes.
That does
No, it's
include,
horseshoes
but
and
no,
hand
horseshoes
grenades.
was close in that it does involve placement, force, and velocity.
But it has nothing to do with the actual toy.
No. You were really good with the spinny thing. I thought when you were doing the spinning, I'm like, oh, Alan's got it.
Yeah.
No.
I should have gotten the top. That was bad on my part.
All right, so those are our nominees.
Okay.
Do we need to go over them
I
again?
need to go through them again.
They're kind of garbage nominees.
Care Bears,
I agree. No.
Coloring Book,
No.
Corn Popper,
No.
Jenga,
Personal reasons, no.
Magic the Gathering,
Yes.
Masters of the Universe,
No. Hard no.
Matchbox Cars,
No.
My Little Pony,
Matchbox Cars are already in, and My Little Pony is stupid.
Hot
No.
Wheels are already in. Matchbox Cars are not in.
Same thing is what I'm saying.
So no on My Little Pony.
Oh,
Nerf
yeah.
Blaster,
Nerf Blaster.
Yeah. Well,
Risk.
Wait, question with the Nerf
Risk
Blaster.
is a good one.
Would that count out?
Did you just say Nut Blaster? Because that's what it sounded like.
Would that count out other companies? Like because there's other companies that make like,
Other companies that make Nerf blasters.
Just other companies. Would it count
Well,
out other companies?
They're not called Nerf. They're called like foam blasters and stuff.
Right, so they wouldn't be the Nerf blaster.
I was just checking.
Rich is onto something here because a ball covers everything.
Yeah, but ball is not a
And that's what I'm
brand
saying. A foam blaster would be the toy to put in.
Right.
Because there's companies that make it that's not Nerf.
Right.
Why do they Nerf get?
So
picked?
I'm big on Nerf and the Magic right now.
name. All right, Risk,
Maybe.
Yeah.
smartphone,
No.
Top.
No.
So what are your picks?
Nerf Blaster,
All right,
Magic the Gathering.
all right.
It's either Risk or should I pick an old-fashioned toy?
I mean, I'm fine with My Little Pony. It's still a toy.
Yeah, that's a stupid toy.
I'm fine with My Little Pony, with Richard Baldavin's story.
She doesn't throw the ball back either.
Twilight Sparkle doesn't play with me either.
So I'm going to go coloring book.
So your final choices are
Yes.
Magic the
Are
Gathering,
you marking these down?
Nerf Blaster, and Coloring Book.
Yes.
Rich, do you have?
I mean, Magic and Nerf I'll do as
Right.
well.
The third one, like you could argue me into Risk. But
What
I'm
did
going
you
to
do?
go
What did you went coloring book?
coloring book. I want
I mean,
want
it's-
kids to learn about elevations. Damn it.
They need to know how high red is.
It's very important.
I'll go Risk,
I think Risk is not unreasonable choice.
So you have Risk,
and then I'm going Magic and Nerf as well.
Magic, and Nerf.
Yeah.
So Alan, you got 2 of them. Rich got 1.
Oh, we should be able to figure this out then.
So then it was
Wait,
coloring
then-
book.
Coloring book got in. I'm going to guess Nerf got in.
Wait, how did he get 2 and I got 1? I did 2 of the same he did.
Only one of those got in, which means coloring book had to get in.
No, but he's saying you got 2 and I got 1.
Which
Right.
which one were your 3 again?
I said Magic and Nerf, which is what he said.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think you said. Oh, okay. Then you both got 2 in. Sorry.
That's why I was like, I'm not great at math.
So then, well, that does no. Each got 2 in, so it has to be those 2.
yeah.
Magic and Nerf had to get in.
No, not Nerf.
Nerf Blaster.
No.
Oh, I know. So coloring book, Magic, and
do
Risk.
we both say coloring book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally said
Oh.
no. I didn't say coloring book. I said Magic and Nerf.
He didn't say coloring book,
Then you only said one of them.
which is why I said coloring book had to be in.
Yes.
So
But then
in-
Rich is like, I said 2 of them. I'm like, what? No.
You guys are the absolute
Oh my
worst.
God.
So I had it puzzled out. Clearly,
it's
coloring
coloring
book
book?
got in,
Coloring book got in.
and then one of Nerf.
It was coloring book,
Or
Risk, and
one
then
No. One of Nerf, or what was the other one we agreed on?
Magic.
Magic. One of those has to be in there. We just don't know which one. I'm going to say Nerf.
I'm gonna say Magic.
It's Magic.
Oh, I'm glad it's Magic.
Yeah, Magic the Gathering got in.
So
what
Nerf
if-
got stiffed
Well,
again.
there's still one more nominee. Or one more got in. You've named 2 of the 3 nominees.
Yeah, but
Or 2 finalists.
right,
Is
but
Risk the third one?
No.
So then,
well, no, it can't be Nerf or Risk because we've already covered my 2 and your
Correct.
1. If it was smartphone,
It was
I
not
will-
smartphone.
Okay, we'll never do this show again.
Jenga.
No.
Oh,
Care
what, My Little
Bears?
Pony.
No and no.
Wait, what's Corn Popper?
No.
What's left on the list?
The final one to get in were Mattel cars.
oh my! Travesty.
Yeah, Matchbox cars. Matchbox cars, Magic, and coloring book. Are your
I have to
3...
look up. A Matchbook cars look any different then?
Can I say that's a pretty lame class?
I don't know. I'm happy the coloring book in. I love a good coloring book.
Coloring? No, okay, and I
coloring book is the one that you think like should have been in already.
and that they
kinda.
let Magic the Gathering in is, I think,
Yeah, I never
Is
played Magic.
pretty
but
forward.
I know
I-
Bobby's a big fan.
yeah.
Oh man, we should have Bobby. Like, should another video Twitch. And just have Bobby try and teach you guys magic.
that would be the worst hour
Of Bobby's
of
life.
Twitch ever.
I
So,
think it'd be great Twitch. It would be the worst hour
Yeah,
of Bobby's
it'd be like the
life.
first game of D&D again.
Rich, while you're looking, Hope had a couple suggestions. I don't know if they're in or not, but I'd like to get your opinions on them.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm getting
The Easy Bake Oven.
I'm pretty sure that's already in.
Okay.
Yeah, let me
Should
see
it be?
Oh, yeah. That's a
Inductive
classic.
Toy.
And yet the quality of the food that came out of it was never what you
It
expected.
was never
right?
about the food. It was just about the experience of...
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Of course, it was about the cake that came out.
no one
Yep,
cares.
inducted in 2006.
Yeah, I would say I'm pretty sure it got in.
All right. So wait, what was it about for you? Watching the light bulb warm up?
Oh no, I never had one.
Watching
so
the light
what was
bulb?
the joy of it?
I don't know. Just I think it's just the
I mean, I
idea
think it's as a
of-
kid, you can cook as like an adult, you know.
How about the Barbie OG Dream House?
I'm concerned that Rich thinks the Easy Bake Oven is cooking like an adult.
Well, as a child, it's what it looks like.
As a child. So what about the Barbie OG Dream House?
Specifically, the Dream House. Again,
I
Bobby's
mean, Barbie
in.
was in 1998.
But what about
Yeah.
Barbie accessories?
I don't know if that included Barbie accessories.
When did they start inducting? Because Barbie, you would think, would get in there right away.
So let's see.
So if Hope says career Barbie, then you're saying that's already
That
in
would
too.
fall under Barbie. So let's see. 98.
Yeah, there's only Bobby listed on the inducted
Okay.
toys.
Yeah, look. It looks like 98 might be the first year. I'm not seeing anything earlier than that.
Hope came up with one really great idea that I want to pitch you.
Hang on. I'm looking to see.
I'm listening.
90. Yeah, I think 98's the first year. So Barbie got in the first year.
All right, that makes sense to me. So one of Hope's favorites when she was a little kid were the baby bottles where the liquid would disappear when you tipped it upside
Oh.
down.
Yeah, it was like
so it
magic,
looked
right?
like the baby was drinking
Oh,
the
yeah.
milk. Is that in?
I doubt it. Baby doll is in.
Baby
yeah,
bottle?
no bottle at all.
No bottle?
No.
That's
Blanket.
ridiculous. Blankets in?
That's
well, no,
in.
I actually blanket.
Inducted 2011.
I think Linus kind of made the blanket argument,
Yeah,
right? That
like you could argue it's not a toy, but at the same time, the way like a lot of kids used it, like
Do you want to hear the description of blanket?
sure.
no.
Children have played with blankets ever since ancient agrarians domesticated woolly animals and spun their coats for fabric.
We don't have to make this into a history lesson, you know, like a.
Well,
In
but remember,
imaginative
discovery
play
is one of their categories.
and make-believe, kids have discovered the many playful uses for the blanket. It fills in for a king's robe, a bride's veil, a superhero's cape, a Roman soldier's cloak, a princess's flowing gown,
Jesus'
and a
dad.
wizard's flying carpet. Thrown over a
What?
table, it forms a tent.
Wouldn't you do that?
Draped
Like when-
around two
Jesus
chairs,
is dead?
Yeah,
it
you would do
becomes a
the-
fort. On top of the carpet, it serves as a safe island surrounded by sea monsters. In puppet shows, the blanket substitutes for theater curtains. For a magician, the blanket conceals
Okay.
the secrets of the
This
show.
is like longer than the introduction you wrote for the Christmas
and
play.
in Tug of War, the blanket gets top
This is like
billing.
the beginning of a documentary or something. You
Even
know? It's
Robert
like,
Louis Stevenson
Blanket.
praised blanket play. The only play available to a sick boy confined to his bed in his poem The Land of Counterpane. And sometimes for an hour or so, I watch my leaden soldiers go, with different uniforms and drills, among the bedclothes
Okay,
through
it's
the
a piece of
hills.
fabric. Let's not get
Yeah.
too crazy here.
All right, but that pushes to Hope's final idea, which was imagination. Is imagination in the
I
Toy
don't
Hall of
think.
Fame?
I thought
No,
we
but
had
I
this
think like a lot of the
Rich
things
said
they
it was
induct.
cheating.
I'm not sure it's a lot of the things they induct, they talk about as promoting imaginative play. So, I think
I just say
imagination is
imagination
kind
is
of
too vague.
hardwired into.
How about Box? Is Box in there?
Oh, I don't know if Box. I don't think Box is in there. Box
Is
should
it- is
totally be.
Box-
Because Box
is-
should totally be
is
in
there
there.
a
Box
cat
is
on the
not
board?
in there.
Box is not in?
Box is not in
You know
there.
why?
We should
'Cause there's no
nominate
cat.
Box.
We should nominate Box.
There's no cats in the Toy Hall of Fame board.
Yeah, no. Cardboard Box is in. There
Oh,
it is.
cardboard-
It's
okay.
under Cardboard Box.
All right.
Let's see what the description of that is. The Chinese invented cardboard in the 1600s. The English played off that invention and created the first commercial cardboard box in
Are
1817.
Dominoes in?
Oh, what?
You don't want me
Dominoes. No, I'm done with boxes.
No.
So,
Dominoes were inducted in 2012.
all right. Hope reminded me that one of the things she used to do when she was like 3 years old is we would play Christmas. We'd bought this industrial roll of Christmas wrapping paper,
Oh, I think you told me this.
and we would just wrap boxes,
and then you would unwrap
open them.
Yes.
Yes.
So is the question what?
Hope and Bobby once opened a hotel to make money. They had a raffle involved in the hotel. So I realized why Vicky and I have no money.
Wait a minute. That wasn't the box game. That was a separate game. That they used
Well,
to play.
they might have used boxes for the raffle, I assume, right? They had room service and everything.
Nice.
Yeah, my kids were pretty awesome as players back in the day.
I'm concerned about the past tense.
Well, they're not kids anymore.
My
so
kids were pretty awesome.
they
They're
don't
still
play-
your
Yeah.
kids.
as players. They
Oh
don't.
yeah, the different
still
kids,
your
but
kids.
They
not
don't.
awesome.
They don't play that way
They're
anymore.
still your kids.
No, you're really
They
trying to
were
twist
pretty
things.
awesome. Wow. Harsh words from Dad.
Once again, you take whatever I say and twist it.
Oh, is
some
that
kind of-
upsetting you?
Oh, Disney Sing It on the Wii. That was a great game.
Which one?
Disney Sing It.
Is that like a karaoke?
Yeah. When I heard Hope, and I'll say something nice about my kids. When I heard her sing Miley Cyrus's
So you
"The
admit
Climb,"
you said something not nice about your
I've
kids.
been somebody thinks I did. When
And you-
she sang Miley Cyrus's "The Climb," which by the way should be on everybody's iPod. Are there still iPods?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, there are.
Every
I think I read somewhere they're coming out with a new iPod.
well,
Wow.
anyway, everybody should have it in their collection. They should have "The Climb."
Okay.
I heard Hope sing that when she was like 5, and I'm like, yeah, she can sing. Yep. Star was born that day. Hope and Miley just singing back and forth. So, I don't know where to go with
Yeah.
the Toy
Well,
Hall
last
of
time
Fame.
we had a list from that the LA Times put out in 2017
Okay.
of the 10 toys that they viewed as overlooked.
In the Toy Hall of Fame or just overlooked in general?
These have not overlooked by the Hall of Fame. Now, 2 of those have now been inducted: Magic 8 Ball and Matchbox Cars.
So the LA Times essentially lobbied to
I
get
don't know.
Matchbox in.
But that leaves 8 others.
Okay.
Now, we went through this last year, but I'll be curious. So number 1, or number 10 was the Slip and Slide.
I'm sure we had this conversation last year. The Slip and Slide, in theory,
Oh, great idea.
is the perfect toy. Like, you hook it up, it's this long, wet surface. You're going to slide down it. Hot summer day, it's going to be perfect. But underneath
Rocks.
that thin rubber, rocks and
Sticks.
tree roots.
Yeah, but then the
And
problem
any
is if
bits
you
of metal.
the problem is you slide off the thing, then you're covered in grass.
Well, we haven't gotten to that part yet. After being bruised and cut on your way down,
Yeah.
you would hit the grass, you would get up, and it would like
covered
the
in grass.
feeling of like wet grass all over. It's just like it's a disgusting
if
feeling.
you're lucky, you'd have a little mini pool at the end, but you'd also have to make sure you hit that spot.
Yeah, but you know the thing is, like that pool definitely was like covered with floating grass
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
within like the first 5 minutes of it being open. Like I wonder if the little wading pool is in the Toy Hall of Fame because it ought to be.
I don't think so.
Although it was also a disgusting experience.
Well,
like
for
the-
kids, you didn't think about that as much.
Yeah, it would be really cold though.
see.
You'd get in, you'd be like,
No,
"Ugh,"
pool is not in there.
but not.
Oh,
wading
there.
pool.
Stick was inducted in 2008.
Excellent. All right, so what's number 9 on that list? Slip
Pez
and Slide.
dispensers.
You got really pissed off about this one. You said it
Possibly.
was not a toy,
Pez dispenser. Yeah, that's
It's
not. A
not.
toy.
but it kind of is.
It's a food dispensing device.
a toy dispensing.
No, it
I
dispenses
guess-
Toy
Pez.
dispensing.
No, because
a
it
food
dispenses. Do you play
dispensing
with
toy.
the Pez?
Yeah.
No, you don't. You eat the Pez.
I mean, I guess.
No,
the
you play with
blanket
then you
is
make
in.
them talk to each other. They're like little dolls or whatever. They're like your dolls that you played with.
They're not like my dolls, and I didn't have dolls.
Wrong order to answer that.
You know, but
Right? Whatever, My Little Pony guy.
Hope still loves.
Oh.
Hope still loves Pez. Have you had a Pez recently?
No.
They're a very cough syrupy kind of
Yeah.
like.
I kind of recall
flavor
that.
to
Kind
Yeah.
of
them.
chalky.
Yeah, well, yeah, but like the cherry is very much like a cherry.
I don't like
cough
cherry
syrup
flavor
kind of
things
thing.
anyway, so cherry's
Really?
a gross flavor. Yeah, it's my least favorite flavor.
No,
of
you
things.
take cherry and lime and you put them together in like a shaved ice thing, and they are really good.
Yeah, I don't like cherry as a
Cherry and
flavor.
lime is one of the supreme.
The only
flavors in
cherries I
life.
like were the canned ones that my mom would put on the cheesecake she made. Love
Oh, those
cherries.
Oh, those are disgusting. Like
Those
those
are
maraschino cherries.
No, not maraschino cherries. No.
Like the ones in the
Okay.
syrup.
Oh, the
Yeah.
ones in the syrup. Okay.
Yeah.
Vicky makes a cake where she puts that on the bottom and then dumps like the pre-made batter on top of it.
Okay.
And
See,
and
those
it is-
cherries I like. Those are the only
so
cherries
good.
I like, largely because of the syrup.
Yeah, the syrup.
Yeah.
The syrup kind of
makes
takes
them
away
not
the cherry
cherries.
taste. Yeah.
I was thinking the other day, like kids today, they don't know what it was like when we were kids. Like when we were kids, there were like 3 flavors: orange, grape, cherry.
Yeah.
There was no lemon. There was no lime. You know, like you got one of those 3 flavors and you liked it. And they're so dismissive of those flavors now.
Yeah. I like orange and grape. Those are probably my 2 favorite flavors.
I always loved grape. Grape was my favorite.
I go back and forth
Yeah, orange.
between
I
orange
don't
and
know.
grape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd go.
I
I'd always
tend to lean more orange.
give me one of those push-up pops, and I would definitely go grape. Yeah. All right, number 8.
Pac-Man.
Video game, a toy.
I guess that was my.
I think you could try to dismiss Pac-Man as faddish,
Yeah.
but it was also a great
But
innovation.
so is Masters of the Universe, and that
Right.
gets nominated.
It was, and it was a
And
great
My Little
innovation.
Pony. Yeah.
Vicky's dad took them to like the local drugstore to play it when
Oh,
it
yeah.
came out. It was
And
so,
again-
so I
and
think
the-
Pac-Man should be in actually.
Yeah. I guess the only question is if there's no other video game in, then you open the door for every single video game to be in, to
Yeah.
potentially.
Yeah, but a lot of
nominated.
video games stink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 7 is Battleship.
Oh, Battleship's not in.
Yeah, Battleship should totally be in.
It's
it a fun game,
so
though?
You
iconic.
sunk my
No.
Battleship.
It's a stupid game. It's
a fun game.
No, it's a
It's not
stupid
love
game
Battleship.
of just
Man,
blind
so
chance.
good. So good at Battleship.
That's what we need to.
What do you mean you're so good at
So good
Battleship?
Battleship.
That's what we need you guys to play on the Twitch.
Oh yeah.
It's just to have the crappy
Yeah.
like first
You
kind of.
sunk my Battleship.
Love
No,
Battleship.
Battleship. I think it should go in because of its iconic nature, but I
it's
don't think
very
it's a
iconic.
fun game to play.
I love playing Battleship.
Will you beat up on your nieces and nephews at Thanksgiving playing these games and then post about it on Facebook?
No.
Is that just Mario Kart that you do that with?
No. Also Uno. And that's actually just with Shelby.
Right. But she's going to be there.
Oh, she'll be there, but yeah, they'll be the. She's gonna play with her other cousins. She's not gonna want to play with Uncle Patrick.
Oh. So you'll be pulling a rich playing by yourself.
Probably, or drinking,
Well, both.
or both.
By yourself.
Yeah. Well, my sisters might talk to me.
Now there you go.
Now Sam and Patty will generally want to play something, or they might have Legos they want to build.
So you don't have like a traditional like football game. We used to always like we'd all go out and we'd throw
Oh
a
no,
football
no, no,
around.
no.
No,
No. All right.
it's cold outside.
That is not a Hamilton tradition.
Well, we were in North Carolina, so
That's where I'll be.
it's a good place for football.
Yeah.
Maybe you should take a Nerf football.
No, I think
Introduce
we do.
the
I
kids
think
to
in
the
the past
football.
we've done like I think the kids like to play soccer, so we've
Ah,
done like some soccer things.
You should have a kickball game
or Foursquare.
with Ghost Runners. Is Ghost Runner in the Toy Hall of
I
Fame?
think it's Ghost Runner.
You know what a Ghost Runner is?
Is that you mean Ghost Rider from the Marvel
No,
comics?
a Ghost Runner. You're playing like wiffle ball, but you don't have enough people. Mm-hmm. So I get a single, and the next guy on my team gets a single. We got guys on first and 2nd, but there's nobody left to bat. So you put a Ghost Runner on first base, and then the guy on first base goes to second. The guy on second base goes to bat. That way you still have a. You guys heard of a Ghost Runner?
I didn't have any friends, so it was always myself.
That doesn't sound like Alan had a lot of friends if he's got a whole bunch of Ghost Runners.
The neighborhood, sometimes there were lots of kids, sometimes there weren't a lot of kids. Kids got grounded. Kids got thrown in jail. You guys, you've never heard of a Ghost Runner,
No.
seriously? You're looking at me like I'm insane. I used to do Ghost
You
Runners
are.
with Bobby. Wow. Yeah, you'd have a Ghost Runner so you could keep scoring runs, even though you'd run out of people to run. I bet Ghost Runner is in the Hall of Fame.
It's not.
Okay.
Do you really want to bet?
Wiffle ball is, so maybe it's. I'll look at the description of wiffle ball and see if it describes.
Did I mention Ghost
All right,
Runner?
what's number 6
Please
in the
God,
Times
please
list?
God, do not mention Ghost Runners. I'll be so mad if they do. No, Nope. No.
Ghost Runner on Third is a musical group. Ghost Runner, baseball.
Yeah. Whatever.
An invisible
number
runner.
6 is.
Shh. An invisible runner or ghost runner is a device used in baseball-style games, including softball, stickball, and kickball, when a team has fewer than 4 players. Boom. Ghost runner.
Okay.
Right there. What is a ghost runner in baseball?
Okay, do we need to do this?
That's the same one.
Yeah. Number 6, My Little Pony.
No. There should be no My Little Pony.
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
That doesn't feel, yeah.
No.
Number 5, Operation.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I think we still have Operation. We'll have to break that out in the dorm one of these days.
that's a good game.
That's a terrible game.
It's a stupid game.
There's a lot of games like that that are like innovate or like
Yeah,
they're
and then
classic
you realize there are all these rules around it that you never played with.
because it's like the game's hard enough as it
Let's
is,
see. Did
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, you can't do this and this. Like, we just won't play.
Okay, well, it's
Yeah.
a crime that another game is not in.
What's that?
Hungry Hippos.
Hungry Hippos is not in?
Yeah, love that game.
It was kind of faddish
I
though.
love Hungry Hippos.
Hungry Hippos is fun twice.
Hungry Hippos.
Well, you know,
By
yeah,
the time you get to the third time round, nobody wants to play anymore.
Hippos. It's
Nobody
not
wants to play
Hungry Hippos.
Hungry
It's
Hippo.
Hungry Hippos.
Nobody wants to play it.
Number 4.
Yeah.
Cabbage Patch Kids.
I mean, if everything else is in, I don't see why not.
I disagree with that. Like more a doll than a toy,
Yeah.
and
Which
frankly,
I'm pretty sure Doll is in.
and it was pretty.
Yeah.
It was faddish. I mean, I know that it's hung on.
Everything-
Doll House is in.
Why is everything faddish to you?
Well,
What?
it was big in the '80s, but I don't think
Oh,
Cabbage Patch Kids
I
remained
thought you were
big.
saying fat-ish, not faddish.
I don't know what to do with that.
I don't know either.
'Cause you covered
So
the
number
Hungry
3
Hippos,
on the
so-
list was Magic 8 Ball, which is now in.
Yeah, should be.
Number 2 on the list was Matchbox Cars, which is now in.
Should not be.
And number 1 on their list is Nerf.
Nerf should be in.
Yeah, I'm surprised
Yeah.
Nerf is not in.
You seem very pro Nerf. I mean, you seem to be
Yeah, I love Nerf.
like a strong stand-up Nerf guy.
Well, I'm not sure. I just like Nerf.
Okay.
I mean, it's such a
It's definitely innovative.
fundamental toy
The Nerf
for
gun
such
was
a
always.
long time.
No, the Nerf gun did not get in, right?
Blaster did not get in, no.
Yeah, it was always fun until a kid got hit in the eye.
Which is a mistake. The
Then-
problem is that they nominated Nerf Blaster, not Nerf.
I don't know. Like Nerf is so amorphous.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say Nerf is too spongy?
No.
Because yeah, like you said, it's got the
You know, it's too spongy to get in.
because it's foam.
It's spongy.
Yeah, no, I get that, but why would that not get... I
Don't
don't...
you think it would be a soft nominee?
Oh, Jesus.
Like it's just jokes he's making.
Yeah, the first one didn't make any sense. As evidenced by the fact that Rich thought it was a funny joke. Thus
you
it
know
was
what?
vetoed.
I was
Yeah. Yes. Had one not gotten rid of the veto and a big baby pout,
What
it
was
would
it?
have been vetoed.
Whoa! I
What
did
was
not
it
do
about?
a big baby pout.
Oh, you did.
Oh, you were.
That was the
you were-
end of the show. When
Oh,
that
it was
happened.
like it was temper tantrum
That was not
Patrick.
true.
Oh
That is
yeah.
not true.
I wish we knew which show it was on. I would if we made a clip show. I would go back and pull that one where
That
Patrick throws a big pouty fit. I'm not playing no more.
No, I did not say that.
You stomped off.
I did not stomp off.
That's almost as bad as the fantasy draft
Yes.
tantrum.
I think it was probably
Yeah.
during the fantasy draft.
No,
that
No,
was
it
a
was
radio
beforehand
show.
because
No.
I would have.
no. The fantasy draft was more
No, it was the radio, first off.
right, but that was more you in despair.
That's because you just did... You and Bobby just violated the whole...
Spirit of the
Sanctity?
thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
so,
choosing winners.
but the
I'm gonna
veto thing
nominate a book.
was a temper tantrum.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah,
think
it was a huge
I don't
temper
think it
tantrum.
was. No, it was not.
I'm taking my toys and going home.
I did. First off, I have never walked off the show.
That's true, but it was the end of the show, like Rich says. Like the show definitely ended with you.
That's true.
Yeah.
I feel like...
Oh, you were so.
This wasn't
angry.
like it wasn't mid show. Like okay, we're gonna keep on going.
This show does make you angry every once in a while.
That's not true.
Is it the show? Is it a
It's
show
not
or
the
a
show.
co-host?
Yeah, it's not the show that makes me angry.
Show.
See how not angry I am?
Yeah, I'm not angry at all.
Other overlooked toys?
Yes.
No, I was asking.
Oh, for me. Well, I had
Spirograph?
imagination. Spirograph, I thought was in.
No. Should totally be in.
So I assume the Etch-a-Sketch is in.
yes, Etch a Sketch is in.
Which is based.
What about the horse's head on a stick that you would ride around?
I know what you're talking about, but
I
just
know
that
what he's
look.
talking about too.
I just like the look. Like what?
I can't believe you guys have never heard of a Ghost Runner, by the way.
Yeah,
that is
no, never heard of a Ghost
ridiculous.
Runner. It's ridiculous. Though I've got a
Dude,
new idea for.
so we
Marvel's
just Ghost
next,
Rider play with Ghost
I've got an
Runners?
idea for Marvel's next big superhero character,
Ghost Runner?
Ghost Runner.
And Nick Cage can play him. Or not, I guess.
Nick Cage was so good as Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I don't know what. I mean, the Rocking Horse is in.
What about the Big Wheel? It must be in.
Oh, the Power Wheels. Oh no. The big wheels.
Big Wheel is in.
The big wheel's the
2009.
three wheel one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I did like the Big Wheel.
What do you got?
Oh, what about the Hippity Hop?
The Hippity Hop?
Remember the Hippity Hop?
No, it's a Hippity Hop.
That was the big round plastic ball that had like the handle that you bounced on.
I always thought those were stupid.
Love
what
the
about the
Hippity
moon
Hop.
I have never had a moment of fun on a Hippity Hop.
Really?
Not 1 second
Oh,
did I enjoy a
liked
Hippity
the-
Hop.
I liked the Hippity
Like
What
you
about-
get on that, you'd straddle that Hippity Hop, and you'd be like, "This is the dumbest thing I've ever done."
Nope, that was pure joy.
How about the Big Wheel when they added that brake on the back,
Oh yeah.
like that brake handle?
Oh,
so
remember
you
the
that
could-
was-
commercial
you
where
could,
you were doing like the turns?
you could jack it up and you would like
Oh,
spin
that
out.
was
Yes.
added. I thought that's how it came like usual.
No, the original Big Wheel just
Yeah,
had 3
no, I remember
wheels.
when I remember when that
Oh.
came out in the 80s, and
And
they
the,
had
like,
like
kids
everyone,
put it
everyone
themselves.
doing the brake and doing the spin outs. I do remember that.
When I was a kid, I had like 3 or 4, like they weren't all big wheels, but they were toys like that,
Yeah.
like versions of. And we would just drive up and down the driveway like it was traffic.
Yeah.
God, there was nothing to do back in my childhood, apparently.
Man, Ghost Runners.
I don't understand that you haven't heard of Ghost Runners. That's,
Okay.
to me, ridiculous.
You've got to let it go, dude.
It's like you never did anything athletic growing up, did you?
Whoa.
I played baseball until I had a concussion.
How old were you?
8. It was the first of many concussions in my life.
It explains so much.
I know, it's just too easy, though.
I know it's
It's
I
just
mean,
too easy.
baseballs, golf clubs,
Yeah.
baseball bats.
See,
they'd all hit
by
my head.
8, you should have been introduced to a Ghost Runner.
Well, I was on a little league team or whatever.
What position did you play?
I mean, it's hard to remember. I think it was one of the bases.
One of the bases.
I want to say third base, but it's hard to again remember exactly.
Is
Yeah.
it third base where you put like your really good player?
Often you want a better player at shortstop, but
Oh, okay. I thought you
I would
were
expect Rich would have been out in right field.
I was also that a lot of times. I think.
deep right field.
Deep right.
Yeah.
Keep going, Rich.
Go on, Rich. Yeah, just go through that door.
Past the fence, out into the parking lot.
Yep. Just keep walking home.
Yeah. No, but I did not do
Aw.
a lot of. I did not do a lot of sports as a kid.
Yeah. Which is why you guys don't know Ghost Runners. You didn't play enough sports to
I
know
guess
Ghost
not.
Runners.
No, or I had friends. And thus we didn't need imaginary people because I had actual
Oh, really?
people.
The guy who set up his stuffed animals on the steps so they could watch movies. That guy was just overflowing with.
I did that with my sisters. It wasn't just me.
Oh,
so you-
that went deep.
So your sister had to play with you.
No. That was just one of our games.
Can
Wow.
you do this when you go to North Carolina? Could you get the nieces and nephews and say, "I want to teach you how we used to play in the old days"? Like
Watch them just like, and watch them just like,
watch
film-
a movie,
and they'll just have you.
and they're gonna
like,
be like, "Where's the movie?" You're gonna be like, "That's not the point.
Yeah,
The point was setting your dolls up on the stairs."
and they just stare at you like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure stuffed animals are in the Toy Hall of Fame.
like Uncle Patrick is off his Mexican.
Well, we've had that conversation because I've talked about Curious George, right?
What is?
Oh,
Is
stuffed
it-
animals are not in the Toy Hall of Fame.
In the stuffed animal
Is
war,
Curious George a stuffed animal? I know he's a
Well,
boy.
we had a
that was the one that had like the hard thing
he
inside
had the
of him.
metal in his
Yeah.
arm that made him posable, but he had broken, so the metal came out. So when he came at you,
Yeah, stuffed animals are not
so
in.
when he came at
you could be seriously maimed.
Stuffed animals are not in the Toy Hall
That's
of Fame.
appalling. That's the most overlooked then.
That needs to be in
Yeah.
there. We should nominate them.
I
Is
had a
there, like,
Sylvester the
plush
cat
animal or, like,
stuffed
doll?
animal that was like the greatest stuffed animal in the world.
Do they come under the doll though? Is
No,
that
because
why?
the only doll that's in is specifically the baby doll.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I mean they stuffed animal. So we should nominate stuffed animal.
We totally
Yeah.
should.
Yeah, and Ghost Runner.
No, that's not
No.
a toy.
I mean, even
Rich
by
once asked if it was tangible. So Rich seems to think that toys don't have to be tangible.
no, I do think they have to be tangible.
No, you said earlier, is it tangible?
Right, because I thought it wasn't intangible, i.e., it couldn't be a toy.
You thought it wasn't intangible.
No, I thought it was.
I'm sorry, Patrick. I shouldn't have gone to the movie theater example.
That's fine. I'm just
Seems
trying
like
to pull it together.
Don't use your word magic on me.
cut a little tough, a little deep there.
I'm just trying to
Yeah. You okay?
Yeah.
recompose myself.
You don't become a master Lego builder because you have friends.
Oh!
That's hurtful.
Remember, he's the guy that was throwing the ball and wondering why he didn't come back.
Yeah, the guy that was throwing the ball by himself just scored points on me.
I wonder if there's a reason why the three of us come together once a week to do this.
Man,
What would Freud say?
man, do this every day. I wouldn't need therapy.
I feel like we've wrapped another
Yeah,
Toy Hall of Fame.
it feels like we've put another pin in this one.
Pulled all the scabs off those
Yeah,
childhood nightmares.
memories.
Oh, man. If you would do that with your nieces and nephews while you're there and send a picture,
No,
Oh,
it would be
man.
the greatest
I
thing
don't
in the
think they have
world.
enough stuffed animals.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, I'm not sure that they. I mean, Shelby has a lot of stuffed animals. I don't know if Julie's.
That'd be a
kids
great
do.
thumbnail.
I mean,
for the
Julie's
show.
kids are older, so
Yeah.
I mean, Abby's older.
Yeah. No, that's true. I mean, but by then you have a chest of stuffed animals somewhere that you had when you were younger.
Oh no, we got rid of all of those.
Yeah.
I mean, the only one I have is Puppy.
Yeah. I think we only held on to a couple for the kids, too.
Yeah.
Although Hope has held on to many more.
Yeah, I've got Puppy. I don't know if my sisters have any of theirs.
Bobby had a puppy, too.
No, mine was named Puppy.
Yeah, he named it Puppy.
Okay.
That was my point.
Okay, but you said a puppy, not Puppy.
Yeah. He had a puppy.
Yeah.
The name Puppy.
Yeah, I still have him.
Anyway,
All right.
I feel like that might be it for the Toy Hall of Fame. Hopefully they'll do a better job
Until
next
next
year.
year.
It seems like they're running out of stuff.
I don't know.
Well, they're running out of stuff, but then also not having like stuffed animals in.
The good news for us, we'll never run out of stuff because I got a big pocket full of movies.
Oh, jeez.